My name is Rachel Smith. I'm from Houston, Texas. It started by some friends of mine I have two friends that went through Dr. Garcia and had this exact same surgery about a month ago. And they were both thrilled with the outcome. They are both nurses, and so I got to talk to a nurse from their medical standpoint of how they felt it went and how they got to watch each other go through it and the standards that the hospital was kept at, and they both felt that it was kept up to a very high standard, and they were both pleased with the way the surgery went. So when I got online, I knew exactly what I was looking for. I knew who I wanted to go through. I chose the same people they chose. Laura was my counselor, and Dr. Garcia was my doctor, as it was theirs. It was a pretty quick process. I was really pleased. I applied, and within a day I had an email back accepting my application, and my surgery was scheduled for a month. No, good Lord, 3 weeks after I applied, because I had a short turnaround for work. I work a lot, and I only had a certain amount of time I could take off work, and they went with it, and they scheduled it, and they made time for me. I got here, and I had a taxi person waiting at the airport for me, and that was nice, you know. He was a very sweet gentleman, and I was brought to my hotel. Wonderful hotel. I really enjoyed the hotel for the short time I've stayed in it. The next morning I was told that I would be picked up at 7 a.m. It would be an early morning surgery. This is my first surgery I've ever had, ever. I've never been put under anesthesia for anything. The worst I've ever had is an IV for fluids, and so I was pretty nervous when I got here. You know, first big deal ever happening in my life. I got here and filled out some paperwork, and I was taken back, and the gentleman that did I'm deathly afraid of needles, so this is all about conquering fears for me, and the gentleman that did my IV was wonderful. I barely felt it. He had it in before I knew it, and it really went fast. They took my lab work and did my lab work, and I met Dr. Garcia for the first time at that point, and he seemed like a wonderful, warm, caring gentleman. And then I was taken back to surgery, and the next thing I knew, I was waking up in my bed, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt like crap. Anesthesia is not the greatest thing to wake up from, but along with feeling like crap, I woke up around people who generally cared that I felt like crap, and they were there to literally pat me on the back and hold the bucket as I got sick, and to give me shots, and to, you know, give me medicine for pain, nausea, pain, you know. So that was, though I felt sick, it was a wonderful feeling to be surrounded by people who cared that I felt sick, who cared that I was in pain, and that they wanted to make it better. First day was horrible. Don't remember much of it. I was in and out, sick for the most part. Second day was yesterday. Yesterday was a much better day. I got to eat a little bit yesterday. By eat, I mean jello and juice. And I got it over the nausea, and started feeling a lot better. All the pain went away yesterday. And then today's my third day, and I'm a little bit tired and sore, but I feel fine. I've seen Dr. Garcia every single time. Every time I had a question for a nurse, the nurse immediately contacted Dr. Garcia, and within 5 to 10 minutes had an answer and had a response from him. So I never, even though he may not have been in the hospital, he may not have been present for me, I felt that he was there. And no matter where he was located, he still cared that I was his patient, and I was still in this hospital room waiting on him. I've had a circulation of nurses. I've, you know, grown to like them. I kind of learned their times that they would be here, and I've ended up with the same ones, and they're all just so sweet, just so caring, and I don't know, I really, I would recommend Dr. Garcia above anybody else as a doctor. I would recommend this hospital. I would recommend this procedure. I cannot wait to see my changes. You know, Dr. Garcia came in this morning and requested specifically that I send him pictures to show him my change, you know, and that just shows further that he cares. I'm not just some numbered patient in a bed. I am a patient that he took time out and cared for and did the surgery for. So I would very strongly recommend this hospital and the doctor and Laura as a counselor. They're wonderful people, and I am so grateful that the two people that brought me here pointed me to this direction. Throughout the hospital and the hotel, I've had Wi-Fi. I've been able to talk to family and friends the entire time. There's not been a moment. I called and talked to my dad this morning, told him, I was doing okay. And I've texted my friends and my family reunion's going on right now, so I've been in constant contact with them, seeing how they're doing, and it's been an awesome experience. It really, really has. I recommend Bariatric Mexico with Dr. Garcia for your gastric sleeve.